This country's being bled like a stuck pig, and I got a conspiracy wall to prove it. Can we talk about time travel? I've been dying all day to talk to you about time travel. This right here is time travel. Everyone I talk to keeps saying, time travel's not real. Are you kidding me? I got loads of proof of time travel. There's all these books that were written in the 1800s, like Baron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey, or 1900 The Last President, even Mark Twain's Yankee and King Arthur's Court. There's even The Wreck of the Titan, or Futility, that predicts the Titanic. So I march my way down the timeline, and you want to know what I find? That a select group of people are controlling the entire world by controlling history. And they're using major historical events as checkpoints for their time travelers. Like the sinking of the Titanic, which was financed by JP Morgan, who was supposed to be on the ship when it sunk, but he, out of nowhere, just a couple hours before it set sail, canceled his plans. But guess who did? 3 of his major competitors who were opposed to a national bank. And I guess it's also just a coincidence that JP Morgan caused the Panic of 1907, where he shorted the market. And in 1910 was the meeting on Jekyll Island that no one's supposed to know. It's also just a coincidence that just weeks after JP Morgan wrote a letter to his friend asking if a civilian freightliner being sunk by a German U-boat would pull us into World War I, that the Lusitania sank. And then we have the business plot of 1933, which nobody talks about, which is Prescott Bush, JP Morgan, and a lot of other people are planning to overthrow the government with a violent coup. But then in 1943, when Nikola Tesla dies, who was friends with Mark Twain, who wrote a book that predicted World War I and 9/11, gave all of his information to John Trump. And 10 years later, the CIA, which was started by Robert Lovett, Allen Dulles, Prescott Bush, and several others that were members of the Skull and Bones from Yale University, started experimenting with teleportation and mind control and time travel and all sorts of crazy. But then there's Werner von Braun, who was working for the Nazis but was recruited by the United States through Operation Paperclip. He also helped the Catholic Church build a chronovisor, which is basically just a time portal, not unlike the movie Deja Vu. But it's not just that movie, it's also Back to the Future, all the whole through the series. It correlates with the entire timeline. But then we have the Stargate, which came out around George H. Bush's term as president, who's the son of Prescott Bush, who claims not to be in the CIA, but became the director of the CIA in 1976. He starts a war with a country that's in the region of ancient Sumeria, which is where the Anunnaki would have left the Stargate, which is also a way to interdimensionally travel. Now we have all these UFO sightings and nobody knows what's going on. But it could be time travelers like the movie Captain Nova, where they create a wormhole in space and send a spaceship through it. And I know what you're thinking. What if they destroy the entire world? Well, don't worry about it. CERN already destroyed the entire world, and that's causing the Mandela effect. Oh, shit.